which is nothing but a third unit, unit 3, has the concept of both boiling and condensation. Has the concept of both boiling and condensation. Boiling is nothing but liquid to vapor, phase change. Whereas condensation is opposite to the boiling. How it is opposite? Vapor to liquid. That is called as condensation. Condensation is cooling, boiling is heating. You can remember like that also. Now, in that phase change heat transfer, the first most important thing you should learn is that boiling regimes. Boiling regimes. Regime na area. Regime na vande avungaludaiya kota. So, which are the place having the domination of some of the concept like pool boiling, like film boiling, like convective heat transfer. What are all the regions having that regimes? எந்தெந்த ரீஜியனில் எந்தெந்த ரீஜியன்ஸில் எந்தெந்த ரிஜிம்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லி தெரிஞ்சுக்கிறதுக்காக we are going to draw and learn first that boiling regimes. Boiling regimes. Before that, I would like to know what is mean by saturation temperature. What is the saturation temperature of water? 100 degrees centigrade, exactly. So it is said to be TSW. W is water, which is 100 degree centigrade. Is the saturation temperature is same for all? No, exactly. Why it is no? Because the fluid property is different. Fluid density is different. Okay, fluid surface tension is different. Fluid surface tension is different. So, with that, I am going to start this one. I would like to continue with the graph which is having the graphical representation of that boiling regime is. The boiling regime is this x direction which indicates the value of nothing but delta T excess. Delta T excess. In that also TW, temperature of wall, minus temperature of saturation. Some of the textbook, they may give TS here. That TS indicates that surface temperature. Why I am using the ball here is, both are S. So you may get confusion. So I am using T wall. T wall is nothing but T surface. The wall thottu paatha temperature irukliya. That is what called adha surface temperature or wall temperature. Saturation temperature is entirely different. When the fluid changes its state from liquid state to vapor state or liquid state to solid state, that is said to be the freezing temperature or saturation temperature. For the water it is 100 degree, that you know, you only told now. Okay. So here, what is the value of the y axis? Here you all know what is meant by Q dot. Q dot is nothing but heat flux. Q dot is nothing but heat flux. Heat flux is nothing but a heat flux of boiling. It is nothing but watts per meter square. What is meant by watts? Heat transfer, right? Q is heat transfer, that is watts. What does it indicate? Heat transfer per unit area. Meter square is area, unit of area. How much heat transfer taken place in the unit area? If you are having a X metal having the area of 1 meter square, how much Q which is liberated from that square metal, that is said to be the Q dot. It is nothing but heat flux. Q dot is nothing but heat flux. The graph drawn between heat flux to the delta T excess temperature. Delta T excess temperature. So based on the several iteration, DT, descent thinking, can anyone say the stages of descent thinking? Last man, can you say the stages of descent thinking? Empathize, define. Number 3 is ideate. Number 4 is prototype. Number 5 is testing and evaluation testing. Okay. So based on this design thinking process, they would have formulated this boiling regime is, and trial and error method. They would have used the trial and error method. Based on that, the delta T excess, they said the first value is 5. What does this symbol indicate? What does the symbol indicate? Is it minus? Then that is nothing but more or less. Okay, it is more or less 5 degrees centigrade, which is in the unit of degree centigrade, 5 degrees centigrade. Okay, then 10, then 13, then 100. First is 5, next is 13 and 30